Hello everyone, Jean Machado here. This is a Toastmaster preparation talk and I hope you enjoy. So today I'm gonna talk about how to learn better, how to learn faster and more effectively. I hope this is relevant for all of us. And I'm going to talk about it through a technique called rapid skill acquisition. So imagine if you were able to actually learn very fast every skill we ever entered. Well, in the top of my mind, I can say I would be very excited to learn how to surf, to learn how to do physics, and to learn German, which is very prescient for me at the moment. But what we do when we try to learn this sort of stuff, like if I want to learn physics, many times we do buy the 5 best books of physics and think, well, when I'm finished with this, I will be there. But it never happened. This is actually procrastination. We started to learn stuff and then we see that we are too slow and we simply give up. And this is a huge deal for me in general for life, and I bet for many of you. So here comes rapid skill acquisition. It's not the same as learning rapid skill acquisition, because rapid skill acquisition is purpose driven, it's focused on a goal, different from learning that can be simply collecting a bunch of facts. And rapid skill acquisition depends on the bottom line that everything is about practice, and there is good research that points that out as well. There's research that shows that there is a power law effect in practice over time, which means that if I practice in my first hour, let's say I learn 100 of whatever of skill. In the second hour I will learn 50, and the third 25, and the fourth 12, and so on and so on. Which means that there is a very small slice of time that we have to commit to get reasonably good at anything, and this is the key, is to get reasonably good. We don't want to be experts. I don't want to be the best surfer in the world. That will be cool if I manage, but actually it's impossible. You need thousands and thousands of hours to do that. But to be reasonably good, you just have to commit a small amount of time. And rapid skill acquisition defends that this amount of time is around 20 hours. But it's not rocket science. It's just a bunch of strategies collected and bundled together that try to tackle our all too human failures and flaws through using science to back up all this data. So here is the recipe. Pick one thing and practice just it. Don't do 2 things. Don't overdo it. It's very hard actually to commit the time to do very well only one thing. So pick only one, and it has to be something that you are committed yourself to put at least 20 hours on it. After, define your target level performance. You have to know where you want to go to know if you did it or no. You have to establish your condition of failure, and to be able also to throw out useless stuff that's not necessary to your target performance. And also to do that, you need to deconstruct the skill. You need to understand its moving parts. The more you are able to deconstruct the skill, the more you understand what you need to focus first to accomplish your target level. So if I'm learning German, my target level is not to write poetry. For me, it's much more useful to be able to communicate with people on the street, on the marketplace, and things like that, and just have informal conversations. So this is my target level. Which parts of this skill I need to focus? Well, probably grammar is not the first one. So break down the problem and remove barriers. If I'm learning to play the guitar, I need strings, I need to learn how to tune. This is all prerequisites for me to practice. So you need to do that stuff first. You also have to remove the barrier of distractions. There are too many distractions in the world, in our mobiles. We have to remove that somehow. And then finally go to the practice. And practice, there is underdoing and overdoing it. We monkeys are not good at focusing on the same thing with interest for a long time, so don't do more than 1 hour probably a day, and don't do actually less than 20 minutes. 1 hour is probably a good peak, and make dedicated time for it every day. You have to commit for the day, not for the next week. If you don't commit for today, you are failing during these 20 hours. emphasize quantity over quality. So there is this classic research as well, which people did some pottery vases. Two groups of students were given the task of doing pottery vases. And group A was told to do the biggest quantity of them possible. Don't focus on quality, just do a lot of them. And the second group was said, no, we care here about quality. You have to build a very good vase, and that's all that matters. Turns out in the end that the group which was told to focus on quantity over quality, they produce much better results than the group told to produce quality. Why? Because they were given highway to experiment, to commit mistakes, and in the end, after having done so many wrong ones, they managed to do very good quality ones. So quantity is better than quality in this scenario. And create, in the end, the last recipe item is to create fast feedback loops. You have, the fastest you get as receiving feedback of your actual performance, the better. You can use coaches to do that, or software. You can use your feedback of friends, girlfriend, whatever. And with that there's also the fact that feedback loops, the shorter, the more addictive they make the skill. Like programming is very addictive because the feedback loop is very, very small. You know very fast when you are doing something right or wrong. The computer is very fast, so you know very fast. But you also can use if you're learning German, you can use a test for measuring your level, online test. This you don't need even to pay, it's all there in the internet. If you are playing the guitar, you can use your friend's feedback and things like that. So this is the recipe. Pick one topic, define target performance level, deconstruct the skill, remove barriers, make dedicated time for the activity, emphasize quantity over quality, and create fast feedback loops. And the last but most important rule of all, you have to pre-commit to 20 hours. The problem of not committing to 20 hours is that the problem in skill acquisition is not intellectual or cognitive, it's emotional. If we don't commit for beforehand with 20 hours, the thing we will not see fast enough the progress is, even if it's happening, and we will get disillusioned with it, and we will simply give up. Now, to give you a point of contact of this skill in practice, in the end of November, I completed my first 20 hours of playing acoustic guitar. I recorded 2 songs, they are in YouTube if you want to check. I created a band of Arctic Monkeys with Nico, and we did already our first jam. And I'm studying now Clueso to bind with my new 20 hours goal, which is for this month, to master German. So, of course, I will not be a master. I will be good enough if I manage to follow this manual and it actually works. So, this is it. If you are interested in skill acquisition and want to know more, there's a TED Talk which you can check out. And if you want to know even more, you can look for the book, also very good. And I hope this was useful. Thank you very much.